A hero backpacker who tried to save the life of a fellow traveler during a frenzied knife attack, died when he was stabbed in the head in an Australian. Thomas Leslie Jackson, from Cheshire, bravely went to the aid of fellow Brit Mia Ailif Chung when she had been stabbed several times at Home Hill, Queensland. Miss Ailif Chung, from Derbyshire, was pronounced dead at the scene while Mr. Jackson died from his severe injuries in Townsville Hospital 6 days later. Cheshire Live reports. An inquest into Mr. Jackson's death heard French backpacker Smail Ayad carried out the attack while psychotic and under the influence of cannabis. Mr. Jackson, an experienced backpacker having stayed in India, Malaysia and spent 18 months in Cambodia teaching English, sustained at least 12 separate injuries in the attack. Mr. Jackson sustained 12 serious knife wounds and later died in hospital. Image, MDM. Assistant Coroner Peter Seegi said, Mr. Smail Ayad carried out a frenzied knife attack upon Miss Mia Ailif Chung, inflicting severe injuries upon her. Miss Ailif Chung was able to escape and to lock herself into a bathroom. Mr. Ayad then jumped from a first-floor balcony as if trying to fly, landing on his. Mr. Jackson went to Mr. Ayad's aid, not knowing what had occurred within the hostel. The inquest was told that another backpacker, Daniel Richards, found the victim in the bathroom and shouted that she had been stabbed, at which point Mr. Jackson ran inside. Mia Ailif Chung was stabbed to death while staying at a hostel in Queensland. Most read, I dumped my boyfriend after his mum refused to pay for me to fly first class. Putin vows weapons of unprecedented characteristics after reported chemical attack. Moment delivery driver throws 600 pounds parcel 11 feet in air, and leaves it smashed on pavement. Mr. Ayad then forced his way into the bathroom. Mr. Jackson attempted to calm him down but was subsequently attacked, sustaining multiple stab wounds. The coroner told the hearing an Australian mental health court had later determined that Mr. Ayad was not of sound mind at the time of the attack. Recording a narrative conclusion, Mr. Seegi said, Mr. Jackson died of knife injuries inflicted upon him by a person of unsound mind whilst Mr. Jackson was acting with great courage and valor in seeking to protect and care for a severely injured person. Speaking after the hearing, Mr. Jackson's parents Leslie and Sandra said they think of their heroic son every day. Mr. Jackson's mother, Sandra, said her son fitted more into his 30 years than most do in a lifetime. Image, BPM Media. Leslie said, we think about him all the time. His mom added, he'll never get over it. You just learn to live with it. Tom fitted more in 30 years than a lot of people do in a lifetime. Mr. Jackson was posthumously awarded the Queen's Gallantry Medal on what would have been his 33rd birthday. Smail Ayad, 29, went on the bloody rampage in August 2016. Image, Daily Record. Don't miss. Tattooist going blind believed to have killed partner and himself in murder-suicide. Amazing and talented couple who died in Canterbury tattoo parlor tragedy named. Woman's horrific scars after mauling by dog she was told was safe to pet. British man found dead on a waste tip in Spain after going missing for 3 weeks. His mother received the honour on behalf of her son from the Duke of Cambridge, Prince William, at Buckingham Palace. She said at the time, the Duke of Cambridge was so friendly and had read about the case so he knew why I was going up to receive the medal on Tom's behalf, so that was really lovely. He said Tom had done a remarkable thing and about how brave he had been, so it was nice to know that he knew. He was awarded a similar accolade in Queensland for his heroic efforts on August 23, 2016. Read more. Woman sickened as angry note left on car sparks parking row with neighbors. Read more. Campaigning mum of teenager Sophie Lancaster murdered for being a goth dies suddenly.